Hey everyone, this is Tim from Bigwillybassin again. Actually, got one more quick tip for you for the day. I came across these a few years ago and bought several of them. These are called rod sleeves. As you can see, I did this review earlier on this reel. This sleeve is perfect, comes down just far enough down here. This is a bait casting one, so it's a lot more narrower, and it has the tip that protects the tip of your rod. The other one I have here is one that I purchased off a Facebook Marketplace. It's called the tree version. Now, I'm not really sure what that means. I think that was the name of the guy's company, but it has the little fish on it. Not sure if he's making any more of them. I only bought 3 at the time. And again, this is for a bait caster. As you can see, it's got this cover right here, and it says extra large, so that's for a long rod. They all come with some type of measurement. When you look at the package, it will show you exactly what length it's going to fit, what rod it will go over to. So it covers my bait. My bait's hooked in there just like that, covered it. I'm good to go. And then I have one for my spinning rod. It's just a little bit bigger, goes over the guides just fine, protects the guides from getting caught up. One of the things I've noticed too is these save your rods big time. I mean, if you are, I'm very anal about it. I like to keep my rods in good shape and keep them clean. Wipe them down after I fish for the season and go through and do all my maintenance. I like just knowing that I have this cover over it. These rods are not cheap. Most of you guys have probably rods much more expensive than what I have, but I consider mine, the ones I've invested in, they have a pretty hefty price. But at the same time, I look at it as an investment. It's a very important investment, in my opinion. If I were you, if you haven't got any, I would start getting some, especially for the one pieces. You can't get away with just having your rod hanging out there. You look like most of the bass fishermen, if you ever watching these shows and stuff, they have sleeves over their rods in the boat. It's just a good added piece of protection. Doesn't cost that much, between 10, 15 bucks, maybe 25 bucks. I think the ones that I bought off Facebook were a little bit more money. I think they were like 30 bucks for 3, about 10 bucks each. So in my opinion, check them out, get them. Put them on your rods, and when you store them, they're protected. I have a stand that I stand all my rods straight up, vertical, and they're all sleeved. Every last one of my rods are sleeved. They protect it and guarantee that there's not going to be scratches or any issues with them getting tangled up or any of that, because you have your line, everything all sealed up and good to go. So when I head out there to fish, get my kayak all set up and prepped to launch, I take all my sleeves off, throw them in my truck, and then I go fish. And then when I'm done fishing, I go to prep my kayak to leave to go home. I put all my rod sleeves back on. It's just a habit, a regular habit that I do religiously every time I fish. One of the things I did find out the hard way, they do not float. So whatever you do, I take them off before you get into your kayak, or if you're in your boat, store them in an area where, because they don't wrap very well, but wrap them up in a plastic Ziploc bag or some sort, or maybe a little compartment, put them all in there, because when they get in the water, they sink, and it's nylon, so it doesn't float very well at all. I watched one where I'd taken it off while I was in the kayak, and I got to the very tip, and I let go, and as soon as it hit the water, I went to reach for it, and it was already gone. So anyway, that was the lesson I learned the hard way. I lost one sleeve, I had to go buy another one, and it's one of those things that just, if you can, prep before, store them, do it again, just make a habit of it, and you'll find out that it's a great piece of investment if you haven't already done so. All right. This is Tim from Bigwillybassin. Tight lines, everybody. Hope you enjoyed my review. Please like, subscribe, join, tell your buddies, tell your friends. I'm pretty plain Jane. I tell it like it is. I don't have all this animation and everything going on. I just give you information as I see fit and as I know from my experience. Tight lines, everybody.